Demons in the Apocryphon of John, personified spirits of the human condition. The Apocryphon of John, a foundational Gnostic text from the 2nd century, presents a strikingly different view of demons than that found in later Christian theology. Instead of portraying demons as supernatural monsters or fallen angels, the Apocryphon uses them to represent personified aspects of human nature and emotional states. This view reflects the broader philosophical and psychological ideas of the time, particularly those of Greek thought, in which daemons were not necessarily evil beings, but intermediaries and manifestations of internal conditions, emotions, and faculties. In this document, we will explore how the Apocryphon of John portrays demons as personified forces of human nature, how they relate to the body and mind, and how this interpretation aligns with the broader Sethian understanding of the psyche and the physical world. The 4 chief demons and their domains. At the heart of the demonic system in the Apocryphon of John are 4 chief demons, each associated with a particular psychological or emotional principle. The 4 chief demons are Ephememphi, associated with pleasure, Yoko, associated with desire, Nen and Tophni, associated with distress, Blaomen, associated with fear. Their mother is Aesthesis Zoch Epito. These 4 figures are not demons in the modern sense. Rather, they are personified spirits, demons, representing fundamental drives and reactions in human beings. They correspond to pleasure, desire, distress, and fear, core components of the human emotional spectrum. These are not external beings tormenting the soul from without, but rather psychological forces that shape and influence human behavior from within. Their mother, Aesthesis Zoch Epito, whose name includes the Greek word aesthesis, sensation, or perception, represents the sensing capacity of the psychical body. This links the demons directly to bodily perception and sensation, reinforcing the idea that these beings are functions of the body and mind, not supernatural entities. The passions that arise from these 4 primary demons or psychological roots arise a host of secondary passions and emotional disturbances. The text reads, "From distress arises envy, jealousy, grief, vexation, discord, cruelty, worry, mourning. From pleasure comes much evil and unmerited pride, and so forth. From desire comes anger, fury, bitterness, outrage, dissatisfaction, and so forth. From fear emerges horror, flattery, suffering, and shame." This taxonomy of emotional afflictions mirrors many Hellenistic and Stoic psychological models, in which the emotions, pathe, are seen as disorders or distortions of reason, causing suffering and imbalance in the soul. In Sethian terms, these are the passions that bind the human being to the natural world and prevent the psyche from ascending to the pleroma, the realm of fullness and perfection. The Sethians are not suggesting that these demons are literal beings invading the human body. Rather, these personified passions arise from within as part of the psychical, soul, and physical body constitution of the human being. They are manifestations of the fallenness of the world and the psyche's entanglement with flesh. The demons and the construction of the body. The text gives a specific numerical identity to the total number of demons. This is the total number of the demons, 365. They work together to complete, part by part, the psychical and the physical body. The number 365 is not arbitrary. It mirrors the number of days in the year, symbolizing the total domination of the human experience by the natural world. These demons are involved in fashioning the psychical and physical body, indicating that they are woven into the fabric of human existence. The psyche is thus not inherently evil, but it is entangled in a world governed by disorderly passions and desires, what the Sethians considered the result of a deficient creator and flawed construction. The text also states, "Their thought and truth is anaio, the ruler of the material soul. It belongs with the 7 senses, aesthesis zoch epipito." Anaio, as the ruler of the material soul, is not a supernatural being, but a personification of the irrational material psyche, the part of the human that is most influenced by sensation, passion, and impulse. The reference to the 7 senses aligns with some ancient models of perception and reinforces the idea that these spirits are psychological and physiological, not metaphysical devils. Daemons and Greek thought. The idea of daemons as personified concepts has deep roots in Greek philosophy and mythology. Plato, in his Symposium, 202e, describes a daimon as an intermediary between gods and humans, neither fully divine nor mortal. Later philosophers, including the Stoics and Neoplatonists, often described daimons as moral or psychological forces, agents of impulse, fate, emotion, or conscience. The Gnostics, and particularly the Apocryphon of John, inherit this tradition. They do not view demons as evil angels cast out of heaven, but rather as inner conditions of the psychical and bodily constitution. These daemons describe what it feels like to be human in a flawed, decaying world, ruled by fear, driven by desire, seduced by pleasure, and crushed by distress. Conclusion. In the Apocryphon of John, demons are not fallen angels or supernatural rebels, but rather personifications of the passions, emotions, and psychological states that arise from the human condition. The four chief demons, pleasure, desire, distress, and fear, along with their offspring, are internal powers that govern human behavior and perception. These daemons are intimately tied to the construction of the psychical and physical body, showing that the struggle for salvation, in Sethian thought, is a struggle within the human self, not a battle with external devils. By recognizing these demons as personified spirits of the human condition, the Apocryphon of John provides a profound and ancient diagnosis of human suffering and alienation. The goal of Gnostic salvation is not to fight supernatural monsters, but to awaken to the knowledge that liberates the inner person from the grip of ignorance, passion, and fear.